Hello everyone and welcome back to Smoky957 Gaming and episode 7 of my Enclave Reformist playthrough. A quick recap for those who are joining me for the first time. I have conquered the NCR as well as the She and Ureno, Jackals, Vault City, and I've also been able to get rid of all the massive debuffs that accompany conquering the NCR. I have two possible enemies coming my way not quite soon, but in the future. One will be Caesar's Legion, who will attack me in no more than 774 days, and they have expanded quite rapidly. Arizona, Colorado, and I'm busy fighting down towards Mexico right now. Another one I have to contend with, I noticed after editing my last episode, is the Washington Brotherhood. So I need to be bold with preparing to go up against them. So I'm going to use what I have, and what I have is a massive supply of manpower by all blue standards, 113,000 troops and a incredibly large industry. So I have decided to stop recruiting my light special forces. I'll keep the 5 that I have though, and I've gone up to training 15 divisions of infantry and 5 divisions of armored at a time. I will increase that if my industry grows larger. I want to, by the end of this episode, create another armor group so I can counter any threats from both the north and the east. Before I get started, I want to change my garrison law that I did towards the end of the last episode back down to caravan guards, and I've decided to take the focus of, where is it now? The proud, the Marines. Mainly I want to get the naval tech research bonus so I can start producing my navy even faster. And without further ado, let me get started. Okay, that is lightweight materials completed. I'm going to move on with carbon struts so I can give all my aircraft 5% more air defense, as well as change my wages up to lifetime pensions, mainly for the 5% increase in my special forces capacity multiplier. Okay, the proud, the Marines is finished. That's my naval tech research bonus. Next, I want to move on to a new branch of the focus tree, United States of America. What I'm going for is the Colorado line, so I can get the coastal fort all up and down the Colorado. Okay, United States of America is finished. I'm going to continue on with as firm as granite. I have 1 armored division, so that will go into 4th Corps, yes. Some more arms factories. Put those on tanks, and some more dockyards. So, okay, one of my agents has been captured. I set her up in Caesar's Legion, so it looks like I need to organize a rescue operation for her. Okay, that is as firm as granite finished. So now I want to go forward, defeat the axis of evil. Okay, mechanized training is finished. So next I will go for basic infantry equipment just to up the defense of my troops. And then I have received a decision to get a war annex goal on Sons of Cargo. Must be from my firmest granite. I'm not going to take advantage of that just yet. Right, Vital point targeting is finished. So next I have cooling jacket. And another armor division. They can also go on to 4th Corps. And that is my refurbished tanker finished. So I'm going to take advantage of the bonus and start with Enclave battleship. So I'll definitely be able to start producing these before the end of the year. Okay, defeat the axis of evil focus is finished, so let me just go off with the Colorado line. Okay, carbon struts is done. Now let me get some extra range on my aircraft. Got the decision, yes. Been waiting for this. Costs over 300,000 caps, but does give me an extra 50 energy production. So first we're going to start with Restore Ranko Seco NGS. And then I have 2 units of infantry that will go on to 5th Corps. Okay, the Colorado line is finished. That is giving me coastal forts all the way along the Colorado River. Now I want to start going for rank and file infantry. Eventually I want to end up with this new American army. I want to see if I get refined and both conventional warfare, as well as I'm going to hire a chief of the army. I've been waiting for this. I want to get Pat here. Okay, rank and file infantry is done. Let's find out if I get both Land Doctrines by going for the new American army. Alright, new American army is completed and I get conventional warfare. Let's have a quick look. Yes, I get both. That is fantastic. So now the question is, will I go for mechanized warfare or trooper warfare? For that I want to get my another commanding officer, so I'm going to go for old remnant officers. More infantry. And just as something for people to take note is Warren has declared war on the Washington Brotherhood and so far is not doing so well. Alright, advanced circuitry is done. So now I'm going to carry on with my data links. This one is fairly unique is that it also increases my research speed by another 2%. Then I have sent out some more powered armor scavengers and I now have 12 units of infantry. So let me just add 3 onto 5th Corps over here, and the other 9 will go straight into 6th Corps, which will be led by as a big defense stat. Okay, let's go for Arthur Manson. Okay, cement and concrete is finished. So let me get some more resources with robotic extraction. An idea I'm playing with is whether or not to go from collapse trade to export focus. Yes, I'll be exporting 35% of my resources, but I'll actually be my efficiency will go up by 90%. That's something I am seriously considering about. Okay, all remnant forces is completed. I'm going to continue on with, for now, some more armored defense. So I'm going to go for home defense and set my new commanding officer to work straight away in 2nd Army, which I have started to set up here in the north as Warren is not doing so great. And then I've decided I'm going to try this out, go to export focus, and I need to rescue that captured operative. I will send Pippa over here. That shouldn't be an issue, and prepare when ready. Okay, cooling jacket is finished, so I'm going to continue on with medics for my chems. Changing my economy to export has removed any problems I had with resources. And lastly, I want to, now that I have a massive amount of army experience, add some more perks to both my infantry and my armor. Okay, drop tanks is done. I'm now going to upgrade my monoplane fighters, and I have 3 divisions of tanks, so that will all go into 4th Corps. Okay, home defense is done. We carry on with National Guard. Basic infantry equipment finished. I think it's now time to get some thermal night vision devices. Okay, the National Guard is finished. I'm going to continue on with Department of Homeland Security. My rescue operation is still in process here. And in other news, the Washington Brotherhood has won the war against the Troll Warren. Okay, Department of Homeland Security is done. I'm continuing on with institute the emergency draft. I've got 1 unit of tanks to add to 5th Corps, and then I've got 2 decisions coming up. One is Brotherhood expansion, which I'm not sure what that means, and also the Legion marches. So I'm going to pull I'm going to pull at least 1 more unit. Let's pull my 2nd Corps up here, just in case. And then I have decided to get the all-weather expert from Air Force. This 20% bad weather penalty will affect all my aircrafts where this close air support will only affect my CAS. I'll get that one, and some more perks for my special forces. Okay, both monoplane fighters and medics is finished. So I'm going to continue on with logistics 5. And then for my aircraft, I'm going to stop and start researching my Land Doctrine. Then I need to start building my new aircraft. And what units did I get? 2 tanks, 2 infantry, 1 tank. Sorry, the tank can go here to 5th Corps. Go on to 6th, and I will now create 7th Corps under, let's go with the Elder here. One thing I also did during the break is I have started constructing what I believe is the magic formula of 1 outpost, so again 1 bunker and 3 outposts here with Washington Brotherhood, along with all the land crossings here into Caesar's Legion and what used to be Tucson, because my army is growing nice and quick, but it doesn't seem to be fast enough. Okay, the Washington Brotherhood is preparing for war against me. Great. Okay, I've instituted the emergency draft. Let me get army reserves. And what do we have here? Okay, I'll call my operative back. Let's see if I can put her to work here in Washington. Well, I suppose it's a bit late for that now if they're going to war with them. So you see if she can go back here where she was at Dry Wells. Okay, the Washington Brotherhood have got a war goal against Eastern Umbra, and having a look at my decisions here, in 189 days, that's probably next year, they will declare war on me, and Legion marches is in 49 days. Going to see what happens. Okay, digital data links is done. I want to get some decryption against my coming enemies. And Canadian pirates have decided to join the Northern League. Is that against or with? It's with the Washington Brotherhood. Okay, Army Reserves is finished. I have decided to go with Seeking Allies. I want to go down here towards Support the Cause Partisans so I can get some negatives, also positives against the Washington Brotherhood. Okay, Thermal Vision Devices is finished. So next I will go for let me give a little bit of a boost to my power armor, as well as add on some production to my tanks. Okay, digital decryption is done. I'm going to move on to digital encryption, and I have another infantry unit to add to 8th Battalion, 8th Corps, or 7th Corps, sorry. And Seeking Allies is done. So I'm going to move on with, where is it now? The Greatest Power in the Wastes. Okay, Enclave Battleship is finished. I'm going to do a beeline straight up here through emergency seating so I can get to Enclave cruisers. And then I'm finally going to start building some battleships. First of all, let me just, yes, thought so. America class. Never liked the shield much. There we go. Still a full year. Bugger, it's going to take longer than I thought. Okay, robotic extraction is done. I wanted to carry on with construction speed, but I need to get my dockyard output up. Okay, logistics 5 is finished. So I want to start researching minigun. I have 12 infantry units, so 8 of them will join 7th Corps. The other 4 will be part of 8th Corps. Which will be led by Robert Stone. For now, I'll add them onto that army group order I have there. And then I want to hire 2 high commands. First of all, ground support and Mourinho. Yeah, get Mourinho. Okay, the Legion has marched and they have got a war goal against Circle Junction. Also, while I get the chance, I am very soon going to, I've already started building some infrastructure, so I want to do the decision, build infrastructure, because for every 2 levels of infrastructure I'll build, I'll get 1% extra legitimacy. So let me take that. Okay, the greatest power in the waste is done. So now I need to get my sophisticated industry up so I can increase my dockyards. So Department of Manufacturing will be next. And then Umbra has fallen, thankfully, to Maxek. So I still only have the one front to fight the Washington Brotherhood on. I obviously failed the Legion Marches decision, but I've got no new one, so it looks like that my next foe will be the Washington Brotherhood in 136 days. Okay, digital decryption done. Let me get another radar upgrade. Okay, Department of Manufacturing is finished. That gives me sophisticated exploitation and industry tech. So I'm going to go back down to support the cause partisan. Sorry. Okay, support the cause whatever partisans, whatever that's supposed to be. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I want to finish off my naval doctrine with Semper Paratus, so I can finish off my naval doctrine. And then I have 3 units of tank units, so that's going to go on to 5th Corps. Okay, and I have a Happy Holidays event. Okay. ED Play Christmas Road. Base ability +5. Okay, I have my music on. Okay, sorry, Semper Paratus is finished. I want to see what this event, the open road, is. This will be my last focus for this episode. And I'm just going to quickly complete my naval doctrine and still have 250 left to upgrade my ships once I get the research I have. Alright, battle plans is finished. So again, 2 questions I want to ask. First of all, quite decide if I should go mechanized warfare or trooper warfare, but for now I'll do fortifications. And then also I'd like to know what people think. Do you think I should make a puppet out of New Vegas or annex them? Those are the questions I have for all of you. Get some more, finally some more power armor. And then let me add on another 50 energy production. Okay, that's advanced servos finished. I believe, yes. Advanced Enclave kit is next. Okay, rapid prototyping is done. Let me increase manually the output of my dockyards by 3%. And let me add this tank unit onto 5th Corps and these infantry onto 8th Corps. Okay, the open road. Sophisticated vehicle tech. Fantastic. Okay, so that'll be the end of this episode. Thank you very much for joining me and watching. And let me know, should I puppet New Vegas or annex them? And should I go mechanized or trooper warfare? As always, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.